One of the most popular questions I get asked is what are the most common mistakes people make when they are ironing? So today I'm going to go over my top 5 biggest mistakes that people make when they're ironing. It's only my opinion, my top 5. So if you have a different top 5 or you have anything to add to the list, please fire them into the comments. And if you like this sort of content, please think about subscribing to the channel because it really helps. So straight on to number 1. Mistake number 1, in my opinion, is not reading the care label of your garments. Now, this may seem like a load of hieroglyphics, but they are actually very, very important pieces of information. For example, on this, we have a cotton shirt. It's 100% cotton, and the same rules will apply for all pure cotton shirts. So just to quickly go through what these mean, wash at 40 degrees or below. If you have a decent washing detergent, 30 should be plenty, and if your shirt isn't very heavily soiled, 30 will be absolutely fine. The lower you can wash it, the longer you're going to get out of your shirt. Second one, that strange triangle with a cross through means do not bleach. The third one, the iron with the 3 dots in, you'll either get the cross through the iron saying don't iron it, 1 dot, 2 dots, or 3 dots, and that's the heat that they recommend. And so a pure cotton shirt can be ironed at the highest setting on the iron. The fourth one is an instruction to the dry cleaners to what type of chemicals to use in the dry cleaning process. And the fifth symbol, and in my opinion, the most important one here, is do not tumble dry. If you tumble dry your shirt, you will reduce the lifespan of your shirt. It's absolutely, the heat in the tumble dryer destroys the collars and cuffs. So please read your care labels. There is a chart showing you what each of the symbols means. Just Google care label symbols and you will get a full printout of all the symbols and their meanings. It's worthwhile having that as a reference. Knowing these symbols will save you time, it will save you money, and it will lengthen the lifespan of all your clothes. So read your care labels. Mistake number 2 is ironing over already dirty clothes or ironing over a stain. What you typically find is you wear a shirt once, you want to wear it again the next day, and you want to freshen it up. So you give it a quick iron and you notice there's a mark, a bit of dirt on the front or on the cuff, or in my case, a dirty grime mark on the cuff. When you get the folded back cuff, the French cuff, you'll often get that grime around the edge. And if you iron over the dirt like that, you're going to set the stain and make it far more difficult to remove. So what you should do is either spot clean. If you must wear the shirt again, then do a spot clean on the individual marks, or steam it. If you steam it, it will freshen it up, it will remove odors, and also take out wrinkles and creases from your shirt. Every hotel these days will come with a kettle. Get the kettle going, steam it up, and hang the shirt on a hanger and give your shirt a good steaming from the kettle. Top tip for you. Now, mistake number 3 is to use a dirty iron. Now, if you look at mine, the sole plate of this iron is like a mirror, absolutely perfectly clean. And that's how your iron should look at the start of the ironing process. If you've been using starch the previous time you ironed and it's got a bit dirty, that can transfer onto your clothes. That's really going to upset you. Or if you've ironed something else at too high a temperature and it's maybe burnt the garment and you've got some burnt fibers onto the sole plate, you can clean the sole plate of your iron. You can buy specialist cleaners to clean the sole plate of your iron. So just check it before you start and you won't transfer any of that dirt onto the garment. The other thing to say is the steam. There will be water, residual water left in the iron from last time it was used. Give it a bit of steam before you go onto the garment, and that will help purge any old water from the system. And if you have a tea towel or something, give the tea towel a quick iron and just check the water isn't dirty that's in the iron. So a clean iron and clean water, good steam, you'll get good results. The fourth mistake I find is with the ironing board itself. If your ironing board cover is too old, then it gets very thin, all of the padding goes, and you can feel the frame of the ironing board through the cover, and that pattern can transfer onto your clothes. Make sure your ironing board cover is well padded, thick, and replace it at least every couple of years, 2 to 3 years, I would suggest, to keep it giving the best performance possible. Finally, my mistake number 5 is ironing shirts that are absolutely bone dry. You'll hear me say at the start of every video, every ironing video, give it a quick spritz, before you start. What this does is it damps the shirt, it gets into the fibers, it releases the wrinkles and the creases, and it makes the job of ironing so much easier. It becomes an absolute joy when the iron just glides over the garments and the wrinkles just disappear. When you're not using enough steam or your garment is bone dry, you're just ironing back and forth and it never seems to be making any progress. So a quick dampening beforehand will make that job 100 times easier. Now, this is a very quick rundown of my top 5 mistakes that people make when they're ironing. Please, if you have any suggestions of other mistakes that you'd like to add to the list, please pop them into the comments and we can discuss them. Share them with the community because we all have our own different opinions. If you like this sort of content, please think about subscribing to the channel, and until next time, take care. I'll see you very soon.